Hey guys, Chris here. So today we have a very interesting video because we have this BMW i3 that belongs to a friend of mine that's going in for a main service. And we're not just gonna, deliver the car over to the workshop. We're actually going to film inside a workshop. We're going to look at a few things and talk about what is important on a main service, on an EV in general, but in this case, a BMW i3, because, the last 10 years in Norway, there have been registered over 500,000 new electric cars on the road. That's right, 500,000, and that number is increasing by about 100,000 per year. That is insane. So we're going in for a main service, and a lot of people, are maybe servicing their EV for the very first time and may not know what do you actually do on a main service on an EV. That's what we're going to go through today's video. It's going to be very, very interesting. And if you're new to the channel, guys, my name is Chris. I have this channel dedicated to testing EVs. So we do all kind of EV videos here on the channel, range test, reviews, and yeah, we do services like this. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up down below. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And guys, if you may be wondering, aren't you done with crutches? Weren't you done like a little while ago? Well, this video was filmed in June and we're now in September, or you guys are watching this in September, so yeah, I'm back on crutches. Yeehaw. No, I'm kidding. And this is a nice point to say in the video that this video is actually sponsored by Bosch. So thanks a lot to Bosch and Bosch Car Service for sponsoring today's video. And yeah, they're gonna give us behind the scenes. So let's jump in here, deliver over the keys, and yeah. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna deliver over the keys now. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, we have an i3 for service. It's parked right outside. I think this is the key. Thank you very much.
Yes, okay.
Okay, thank you.
And we call it when it's ready.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is that they're going to do a main service. So they're going to change the brakes, discs, and pads, front and rear. And then they're going to do the wiper blades, and then also the cabin filters, and also, usual stuff like brake fluid and stuff like that. So it's a main service on an EV. And that's what's interesting is that these EVs, they don't have engines like, petrol cars and diesel cars. And people may be wondering, so what do you actually do on a service on an EV? Well, so it's going to be interesting because what we're going to find out later on is what will it cost. This car has done almost 100,000 kilometers. This is a 2014 i3, so it's going to be very interesting what it will cost at 100,000 kilometers for a main service for an 8-year-old BMW i3.
I had no handouts, I had to stand out. I was a man down, my luck had ran out. Under the water, look how I swam out. The bigger picture, look how it panned out. Now life exactly just how I planned. Now mama, I made it, I am the man now. Know that my family all got a chance now. Partner, I dare you tell me that I can't now. I'm on my grind and I'm not gonna stop. Charging like a bull, watch me run up the stock. We pop like the Crisco, got rich off the crypto. I'm winning again, you can like it or not. My girl want an asset and yours want a Birkin. I went to sleep but my money still working. My wealth generational, nothing sensational. Come on my mouth, but I know it's for certain. Right.
So here we are inside the workshop, and we're getting behind the scenes look at the rear discs or rotors or whatever you want to call it. It's called discs in most spoken countries, but I think in the US you guys call these for rotors. These are really nice because you can see they are painted. This is a quality sample of Bosch, and this is the reason why Bosch is one of the leading OEM parts producers in the world that both make for aftermarket and also new cars. Because what they do with these is that they paint them. That means that the area around here will stay nicer and cleaner even after you start using them. So the area here where the pads are going to hit, of course, this is going to wear out the paint, and you're going to see that blank metal as you do on all cars. But the area around here will stay nice and corrosion free for as long time as possible. And this is what you're getting for that extra cost of that Bosch rotor or that Bosch disc is that extra quality and extra quality control. And I was also told here that usually when you do aftermarket parts, some parts like these brake discs here, sometimes they don't fit as snugly as the ones that come off the car. But usually with Bosch they do, another quality stamp. So they may cost more, but there's less work assembling them. So in the end you may actually end up paying the same price. And also, if you take a look at these here, the pads here, they are angled here on the end because there have been done lots of research to show that this will actually make less noise and be more comfortable while braking. These are the rear pads, so these aren't the biggest, and if these were the front pads, they would be divided here. So you would actually have two sections of pads here, and that will give the car and brakes less vibration while braking. So, I mean, you know, you're not only paying for a brand, you're actually paying for more research, more development, and that's the reason why, you know, Bosch are one of the leading manufacturers of OEM parts. They've been doing this for over 100 years, since 1921. The current Bosch aftermarket portfolio has about a 90% coverage for pads and up to 80% on discs for the top European electric and hybrid vehicles. Although EVs require less maintenance for pads, discs need to be cleaned often than an ICE car due to rust. Calipers and cables often need to be replaced due to corrosion and seizure. At a glance, there are a few advantages with Bosch brake pads. So first off, they have an optimum composition of friction material. They are safe, reliable, and comfortable due to mechanical and thermal stability. So this is a little bit of what I talked about, especially front brake pads, you know, being divided at the middle, giving them, you know, a larger surface area for braking and cooling, and also giving them better thermal stability. They will also have less vibration due to, you know, being divided and the thermal stability. The brake pads are often powder coated to prevent corrosion for lasting protection, and also they have a high market coverage. A lot of the advantages also applies to the brake discs. So they have high thermal conductivity, they are safe and reliable due to mechanical and thermal stability. As we talked about, the brake discs are coated for protection and, well, lasting longer. They'll look nicer for longer, and they'll also, you know, be less prone to corrosion, meaning that the actual brake discs will last longer. And also a high market coverage. When it comes to cabin filters, Bosch have a few choices. We're going to go through the main ones in just a second, but either one you choose, they are easy to mount, they have precise fit and function, and they effectively separate fine dust, soot, and particles. They also protect the air conditioner, and Bosch recommends you guys to change them every 15,000 kilometers. I would say the same thing also. Change them every 15,000 kilometers and you'll have, you know, good air quality inside your car. Especially now, you know, during the COVID and post-COVID times, you know, cabin filters and air quality is very, very important. So interestingly enough, in this i3, you guys can see that they're going to change the cabin filter from below the dashboard inside the cabin on the passenger side. So not in the front, they're going to do it from the inside. I was surprised about that, but yeah, that's how they do that in this electric car and possibly in other electric cars. So me personally, for the past 10 years, I probably only bought Bosch windshield wipers for my cars because in my opinion, they are some of the very best windshield wipers for automobiles. I mean, they last long and they also offer a high quality blade that doesn't get bad over time like other, you know, cheap brands. And here in Norway, especially in wintertime where you have cold temperatures, you have ice, you have slush, you have all kinds of crap on the windshield, having a high quality wiper that you know will last many thousands of kilometers, even though it's minus 20 degrees, you know, is very important when there's poor visibility. So myself, as I said, long before I decided to, you know, make this video with Bosch for the past 10 years, I've exclusively almost used only Bosch wipers because I think they are the highest quality. I don't go for cheap stuff when it comes to, you know, safety of visibility. And to be honest, guys, you shouldn't either. So the service is now done and I've got an invoice there and I'm just going to walk through, you know, they've done this main service. They've done the cabin filter. They've done the wiper blades, brakes in the rear because the brakes in the front didn't have to be changed even though this car has done almost 100,000 kilometers. And, you know, the actual service here, just, you know, the checkpoints and except for the brakes, is about 3,500 kroners, about 350 euros. And these prices are, of course, you know, probably only here in Norway. You'll have to go to your own, you know, Bosch service, car service center to get prices locally. But the total price there, I don't think is too bad, especially now, you know, that prices and inflation in 2022 have just gone through the roof. I used to work with this for about 10 years ago and, you know, 10 years of inflation with the pandemic. Don't think this price is too bad. So complete full service. only changing the rear brakes again because the front brakes didn't have to be changed, 11,247 kroners with all Bosch parts. And you know, as we talked about the brakes, we talked about the cabin filter, you know, against allergies and stuff like that. And we also talked about these Aero Twin Plus wiper blades, which are awesome blades. I've myself only used Bosch wiper blades in the past 10 years for my own cars instead of buying some, you know, generic brand, because this is what usually comes with the car from the factory, and they're awesome quality, especially here in Norway where we have harsh winters, it's cold and a lot of rain. If you run your blades with wiper blades too long and maybe wear them out too much and some generic off-brand, you're going to put strain on, you're going to ruin your windshields. I've done that before in the past, where you get marks on the windshield because the wiper blades just aren't good enough, aren't soft enough. They turn hard too much, and you have, you know, a little bit of gravel or sand on the windshield. It's done. So me personally, using, you know, all of these Bosch products is something I've used before, long before, you know, I did a video with Bosch. So again, thank you. That was today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.